what's going on? February. Get my camping in early this year. Out of February. Usually February is the month I'm risking missing a camp trip because weather's usually an issue. As you can tell, the sun is out. It is gorgeous. It's probably, I don't know, in the mid 30s right now. And I am in Pinchot State Forest. And this campsite might look familiar. Do a little spin around here. Beautiful sunny day. So this might look familiar from a few years ago. This will be the third time I've camped in this particular site. Once was recorded, once was not on my previous trips. But this is where Dragon Panda, DB, and I came up a few years ago for that really messy state of emergency camp. And yesterday, got a message from Dragon asking what I was doing. And well, asking what we were all doing. We have like a group chat, all of us in the area. I was if anybody was doing anything this weekend. They wanted to come out and do a little camping. So I was like, yeah, I'll come out and camp. Doing seam sealing a tarp at the house, so I can get away from the fumes. That'll be done when I get home, and I'll stay out here tonight, camp. I think there's an interesting food coming for this trip. I only brought a Snickers bar, which I already ate half of. I'm gonna get set up. Dragon and Panda should be here in an hour and a half or so, but I figured I'd get out here early because this campsite isn't far from the parking lot, and I was a little concerned because there was a lot of cars down there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get myself set up, and then wait for Dragon and Panda to show up, and I'll head back down. I got a couple things in the car yet that I can bring up, but it's only like 3/4 of a mile down there, so no big deal. I'll get set up, get the campsite secure, and get ready for some camping. So nice out. Collecting some firewood. Got a message from Dragon and Panda. They will be on their way shortly. It's surprising how much wood is just laying. Well, maybe not with all the wind we've had. Pretty decent dry wood. I've just been walking around back here, and you can see some people have cut some trees here and there. That's not good. But there's plenty of little stuff that is just laying around. And I do have firewood in the camp, firewood in the Jeep still. And I think Dragon Panda picked up some firewood to bring up to camp as well. So we'll have plenty of firewood. Yeah, just like a bunch of down trees here. Here's like I don't have to do anything to these, just laying here. Perfect. Find a bunch more of these. Then once they show up, I'll go down and help them bring firewood up and grab a couple little things out of the car. And I know there are other campsites up here. I was actually walking back here to go check one of them out. But look how beautiful this is. We got a little bit of snow this morning, so it's a little bit on the ground. Again, not as much snow as you'd like to have in February. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. There's a gorgeous area in here. When I got here, the parking lot was pretty full. There was, I think, 6 cars there. The 7th pulled in as I was getting my stuff out. But then I've also seen at least 3 groups walk out. Maybe a 4th, I couldn't tell which direction they were going. I did hear them walk by, but couldn't tell which way they were going. They were on the other side of the trees here. So yeah, there's plenty of firewood here. All right, I'm gonna grab some of this up and just relax a little bit. So whoever was here last left lots of little pieces of firewood. That's good for kindling right there. Some pieces that are cut. I'm going to use this green pine bough to put down on the floor of the fire pit just to keep the wood up off the ground while the heat builds up. And I'll use this to get the fire started. Unlike last time, I'm not going to use alcohol fuel alcohol and a compressed piece of paper. That did work. It didn't work well, but it worked. What I'm going to use, it's I think it's beeswax soaked jute cord. I got it from Epiphany Outdoors when I got my new pocket bellows last year, because my old one I finally broke. And that's what I wound up using on the Thunder Swamp Trail a couple weeks ago, after I messed around with the other fire starter. I had to move that fire off the rock because it just wasn't big enough. And so I moved off the rock, the fire went out, and I used that beeswax jute, whatever it's called. I'll get the actual name for it and I'll put it in the bottom there, but I'll use that and I'll show you how that works. So it actually worked really good, and I was able to use a ferro rod, which I guess when you have the right fire starter, it actually works pretty well. I'm usually pretty bad at it, but it worked pretty well. So I'm gonna get this situated, and that's something. We still got like almost 2 hours, almost out, well, a little over an hour of daylight left. And you might be wondering what I just did. So there's the sun. You stick your hand, well, the camera's going to be a little different. You stick your hand out. There you go. So you stick your hand out arm's length, like that. You can judge generally how much time you have. Every finger would be about 15 minutes. So for me, it looks about like that. It's a little bit different on the camera. So about an hour and 15 minutes. So 4 fingers and a 5th finger. Sure, hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes maybe. And it's not exact, but it's a good, if you don't have a watch and you don't know exactly what time sunset is and you're kind of curious about it, that'll give you a good idea. So you just hold your hand out. Camera, hold your hand out. 4 fingers, that's an hour. And then like maybe another 2, maybe an hour and a half before it's completely below the horizon. Plenty of time. So I'm just enjoying it. It's gorgeous out here. So I got my pine boughs down as a floor. Got a little bit of the light stuff in there. Got a little bit bigger wood here. I'm just making piles of different sizes of wood. Since I got nothing else to do right now, it will make it easier once I get the fire started. Nice spot right here. Even though on this side of the trail, so the Pine Hill Trail goes up there, and the Pinchot Trail passes down there. And it is February, so There won't be many people out. But no tarp tonight. Switch back to my newer coyote pack without the overcover. I've got the bug net tucked away up to the end cap. No bug net, no tarp. Just open sky. There's like your mandatory 10% chance of rain that is always possible. You know, so if it rains or snows, they can say, well, there was a 10% chance. But I don't think we're gonna get anything. I've got my tarp with me if I need to. It's hanging in my bag, which is at the head end here. I can throw that up. Nice, just sit and relax. It's been a while since I've been to camp early enough to just kind of do camp chores and take my time. Of course, I only hiked in 3/4 of a mile, so that helps. All right, well, the sun is just setting. Dragon and Panda have shown up. Panda brought, I'm not going to go through all the food she brought, but that is a pizza you see on the ground there, and then there's a cheesesteak on top of it, and then I brought some beverages. I'm going to start getting this fire going, because we got plenty of firewood now, plus all the stuff that I separated while I was waiting for them. And they're going to get set up.
Well, I may or may not have carabiners, but that's not a big deal.
They're optional.
With my straps, they are.
Oh yeah, you can just feed those right there. So, all right, they're going to get set up. You can tell where Panda is, even if you couldn't see her. The big purple hammock. So, get the fire going, and then we're going to just chill out for a little bit.
All right. That's so you can open the side without taking it off.
So
if you want to take it off,
I've hiked and camped with Dragon and Panda for 5 years now.
Yeah, since 2018.
Yeah, and seeing some weird stuff.
This one tops it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's tops it, but it's definitely up there.
I don't know. This is definitely top 2, I would say.
All right. Are my ears sticking up?
Yes, you have yours sticking up on your hook.
Just inspecting Dragon's hammock there, because it's one of the early hammocks I made, and I was just looking to see how it's holding up. And then Panda pops out with her new wearable sleeping bag.
Yeah, I have it on.
You ready for this? Now it would be better if
Outdoor expert.
It's.
Oh, do you want me to put my paws in?
Yes, please put your paws on.
Yeah, you might as well go for max.
You go for the full thing.
Okay.
Pull your hood down a little bit so you can get the full effect of the ears.
Oh wait, I think it has these.
Oh, that's even better. I gotta say, that's well thought out at least.
For what?
Like the little access things, like being able to pop your hands out, being able to pop your feet out like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
The side zipper to give you easy access without taking it off.
The little paws on the feet.
Yo, it's fucking warm.
It's like feety pajamas. So she can actually unzip them, let her feet out. And what's the name of the company?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's Sleep Expert.
Outdoor
Expert
sleeping bag.
Yeah, it's like
wearable sleep bag.
$68 and like $30 of shipping because it comes from China.
He didn't make a Panda one?
No, they didn't have a Panda.
Oh man. Well, I guess you could actually dye that.
It's still a bear.
It's still a bear. There we go. Oh, one of your ears is flopped down. Oh.
There we go. Nailed it.
So the funny thing is, I don't do camp videos very often.
There you go.
So anyone that's like, I'm not watching Dragon's camp video.
Yeah, this will seal it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna cost me a couple of viewers, I can tell.
Do you need a thumbnail?
Actually, like you should be sneaking through the woods.
Oh, okay.
Bear sighting.
Oh, should I just go like this? Bigfoot? Here, wait. Hold on. Let me try to hide.
Just hide behind a tree.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe this is the most ridiculous thing.
Yes.
I just kind of sealed it there.
We didn't even start drinking yet.
Oh my God. That's what kind of night it's going to be.
You want to step in?
So,
Oh, and she made it. She got one that's big enough that I could wear it.
Yeah, here's the specs.
that, seeing the two of them just hiking down the trail, that would be awesome.
I don't think you could read them because they're all in China, except for the size.
Take your word for it.
And I own it.
All right, gonna give this fire starter a try. Like I said, I used it before, but I'll show you guys this time. All right, so these are the little, like wicks, I guess you call them. So there's one there. So you kind of, let's kind of twist it and fluff it up a little bit. And it gets the fibers.
Should probably fit in mine. Make sure. Oh yeah, I need to have it up a little.
Fluffed up a little bit, and then it takes a spark pretty easily.
Oh yeah.
Other straps are way too short.
Huh?
The straps are way too short to do what I was going to do.
Fluffed it up a little more.
Well, I was looking at what I would need to hang it like under my hammock as a deer sling.
That's so nice.
So I'll need it to be fluffed up just a little bit more.
Yeah, that's all I need. Little chairs.
If the bear of me lights up on fire, we know.
That's how you heat up a pizza when you're camping.
Are you filming?
Mm-hmm.
No, why not?
That won't attract any animals.
No.
Not at all.
Nope.
I mean, there is a bear cooking the pizza. All right, it's about 10 o'clock. And it is about 22 degrees in the hammock. Fire is out. Let's see if you look over that way. You can see Panda's light. And that's about it. In front of me, though, it's just all stars. Let's see if the camera can pick any of this up. So yeah, the camera's picking them up a little bit through the trees. Mars is visible. Not really seeing those over there. But Orion's visible. Big Dipper is visible just behind me to my left. I tried to get some pictures of that. I don't think I can see it from here. But yeah, so I'm going to sit here and watch the stars and drift off to sleep. That's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next.